For personal reasons, I can't disclose what I went through during the toughest 2.5 years of my life. But I faced a situation I never dreamed I would. And after trying to fix it on my own, I finally realized the only thing I could do was pray. So I did, crying out to God over and over. But He didn't seem to be listening. And more than once I thought, what's the use? Either God doesn't hear me, or I'm just not connecting with Him. F.B. Myers said, "The greatest tragedy of life is not unanswered prayer, but unoffered prayer." Yet, on one of the darkest, most depressing days of my whole ordeal, when I was about to give up on even asking God to help, this thought hit me. If I give up on prayer, I give up on God. So as my trial persisted, I kept praying day after day, asking for God's will to be done in my life and in this situation, no matter what the outcome would be. Then literally, all in one day, my prayer was answered in a far better way than I could have asked. And because of my experience in prayer throughout those 2.5 years, I've come to understand the following two truths I believe are even more important than answered prayer. Number one, prayer is almost never a one and done deal. We aren't praying to a genie whose lamp we rub and then suddenly appears to grant whatever we wish. We're praying to the God who wants us to pray to Him about any situation or concern, not once, but repeatedly, not only to practice the discipline of true prayer, but to develop patience, to grow in our trust in Him. Number two, prayer is not for God to do something for us, but to allow Him to do something in us. For so long, I hadn't been ready for God to do what I wanted Him to do for me because I wasn't hearing what He first wanted to do in me. We can't stop at hoping or even believing that God is listening. We have to listen to Him too. William McGill nailed it when he said, "The value of persistent prayer is not that God will hear us, but that we will hear Him." Not long after I entered this difficult period, someone I love and trust and knew what I was going through gave me a paperweight that still sits on my desk today. I saw it every time I sat down to spend time with God, and here are its three words as they appear: pray, trust, wait. There's no way around it. I wanted to pray. I understood trust. But the wait part? I wanted to pass. Yet, powerful prayer is prevailing prayer. We pray, we trust, we wait, and then we repeat all three. Giving up on prayer wasn't the way to go because as I continued to pray, I grew more in tune with waiting for God's solution, believing it would come.